everybody, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. If it's your first time checking out the channel, my name is Jake. Welcome to Jace Mang Outdoors. We are out here on the river this morning. We are going to be chasing down white bass. They move up into the rivers during March, April, even into May, lay their spawn, but they'll be pre-feeding, feeding up for the spawn, and that's exactly what we're trying to capitalize here today. You'll get a lot of the males early on, and then the bigger females will push on after them. So we're hoping to get on that good pre-feed window. It should be a good morning. We'll get into the setups. Let's get after some fish. There's one. He's sitting right on that side there. There's one. That's a nice one there. Oh, white bass. First white bass of the season. There we go, first white bass of the season. These guys got to be 10 inches in the state of Texas, and you can keep 25. Now, we're not going to be keeping 25, obviously. And that guy's going to go 11 and a half, so easily a keeper. Nice one. We're going to throw him in the fish bag. We're going to be throwing our ultralight setup. That's going to be the Shimano Sienna. It's only a 1000 series reel. You don't need much for these white bass on our 6-foot ultralight rod. I like a shorter rod out here because you go in and out a lot of trees and under some heavy cover, and this is perfect for navigating under this brush and making these tight casts. We're going to be throwing some small grubs as well as some tiny swim baits by 6 cents. These are tailored toward crappie fishing. However, they make excellent lures for white bass as well. That's going to be the Pecco swim bait as well as the curly clobber. We've got several different color varieties. And that's what we're going to start out throwing. It's still early in the run. It's only going to get better and better as the months progress. But I kind of wanted to mix it up, move away from the trout and the red fishing for a little bit, and come up here and get on some of these white bass. Although these are panfish for the most part, they fight exceptionally hard in this current, and especially on these ultralight setups. It makes it a blast catching them. There's one. That's a good one. Oh, there's a nice wide one. Back up as we're right over here. A couple other gentlemen over on the river, it looks like. I'll drop him in there. I'll get back to it. Pulled over here to this currenty area. It's like a small little channel, and then it bowls out right here. I would imagine they'll be chilling on the other side of this bowl. There's one. Ooh. Sure enough. He might keep, but we're only wanting the big ones. There's one. Oh. Oh, not quite the size we're looking for. Oh, there we go. Yep. Oh, man. Oh, that's a nice one. Big female. I don't know how good she's hooked. We're gonna probably net her. Ooh, definitely the nicest one. I had a feeling there'd be one along that muddy bank. Oh yeah, that's a solid one there. That's a solid one there. Definitely going in the fish bag. Really, really nice white bass. You know, I would say if you're thinking about coming up here, expect to hunt for them a little bit. They are going to be on some of these muddy banks and some of the deeper bends. If you can find a muddy bank in a deep bend, then you've struck gold. Look at those big cows up there. Huge cows up here walking around. One of them was staring at me. He's like, man, you look weird. What are you doing down here? But if you're thinking about coming up here, you do have to work for them and finding them. Oh, yeah. Another solid one. Well, once you find them, they're usually stacked up in an area, and you can do really well. I should pop him in. Oh, my goodness. Another wide one. We're getting on some good ones this morning. And it is still early season, so it will pick up. The action's definitely going to pick up, but it's already going to be a good season, I can tell. I mean, it's early. We're just at the start of it, and we're catching big ones already. Pretty consistent once we find them. They're definitely a spunky fish, especially on these lighter setups. We are rocking 8-pound braid, so we do have to finesse them a little bit in this current when they do these aggressive runs. I don't want to pop this braid. Oh, that feels like a really, really good one. We found a hole with them now. Let me back up. Oh. That is such a nice white bass. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's caught in that current. Nice wide body. Choo! Ah, another good one. He's fat. He's got that nice wide body. We are stacking them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 in the bag, and I'm only keeping the big ones. You can keep up to 25 in the state of Texas. I don't think I'm going to keep 25 today. I just don't have a need for that many fish. Whew. We're over here picking them apart. Right now the river is pretty low, so there's a lot of getting out and walking, a lot of paddling, but these deeper areas you can definitely use your motor or your pedal drive. Thinking about coming out here in a boat, aluminum boat, expect to get out and drag it quite a bit. It's doable, but river is down low. I do really like coming out here, especially in the early season. It's really not hit that hard. People haven't really figured it out. Later in the season, they'll start to congregate in certain areas of the river, and those areas will become hyper-saturated. But for now, man, you know, you look around, you pretty much got the whole place to yourself. Very few people out here. Not only that, but when you come out here, you see all kinds of wildlife. Wild turkeys walking on the bank, flying, cardinals, these yellow canary looking birds. There's some snakes and stuff cruising the shoreline, but they're not going to bother you. They'll be out here sunning on logs and stuff like that. I just got nailed. I got to back up because I'm actually getting nailed close to the kayak. I'm getting nailed. I'm basically in them, I think. So I need to back up a little bit. But yeah, there's cows and deer up on these high embankments. It's just beautiful out here. Good mix up from the saltwater environment. First one. Oh, man. Really good one. Good one, good one. That one breached and jumped out of the water on me. That was cool. Boom! So much fun catching these guys. Loading up the box with some nice ones. And now that the sun's come up, I'm already starting to see them bust all along these muddy banks. They're just kind of popping and nipping at the surface, and you'll see these little V's swim off. That's them. There's definitely a lot more activity later in the morning. There's really no need to get out here super early. Kind of a steady bite all morning. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh. How can you not like catching these things? Oh, it might be the biggest one of the morning. Yeah. That's a big one. I'm just gonna pop her in here if I can. We're finding the females, which is pretty cool. That joker is so fat. We're gonna get a measurement on her. That's gonna be the biggest one of the morning. She's gonna go 14.5 with a pinch tail. Solid one. Definitely going in the fish bag. Solid one, solid one. No need to get here early. The bite is picking up as the day increases. It's an absolute blast coming out and targeting these white bass. It's a good mix up from chasing redfish and speckled trout down along the coast. Also a good way to get out of the wind. You have these really high embankments. You're tucked down into this ravine, protected from the wind. So if it's breezy and bad down on the coast, you can always come out here and target some freshwater species. But if you're interested in booking a trip, I am a licensed guide in the state of Texas. Be more than happy to take you out for white bass, speckled trout, redfish. Leave a comment, hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, any of the socials, and I will make it a priority to get back to you. Let's get back to fishing. We really haven't veered too far off of our initial spot here. We've been working the river for a little bit. Came around this big bend, started catching them. And so I'm gonna just focus my efforts on this area for at least a couple of casts. Had to ditch that beanie. It is actually starting to warm up down here. There's not a lot of wind down here. You're a little protected. And so when that sun comes up, it actually does get warm. It is cold today though. Oh, just got thumped. I just got thumped. We are in them. I do kind of want to work down a little further just to see what we can find. You know, I hate to leave fish to find fish, but another reason I'm out here is to explore. I do like exploring and just seeing what else I can find. Oh, just about to leave and we got nailed. We just got nailed by another tank. Oh, that's one of those freshwater drum. The reason I was laughing is because me and my buddy had a running joke for a while. These things have a funny name. They're called gaspergoo. Oh, gaspergoo. It's a kind of a funny name, but we are going to keep him. It's a lot like a freshwater drum. It is really good meat, so we're going to throw him in the fish bag along with those white bass. It's pretty funny. I caught a gaspergoo. Oh, gaspergoo. There's a good one. Oh. Is that a white bass? Oh my gosh. Might be another gaspergoo. Oh, it is a gaspergoo. We got two. This one's even bigger than the last one. Oh, we hooked him really good too. Boom, look at that guy. Back-to-back cast gaspergoos, baby. Gaspergoo. While I'm changing hooks, I want to show you this. This is the jig head we're using, a 1/8 ounce 6 cents crappie jig. It's marketed as a crappie jig head. However, we're using it for white bass, razor sharp, excellent keeper down on the shanks. We've caught plenty of fish. My lure hasn't slid down at all. Nice wide eyeball on the head of the hook. Stands out in this tinged water, really gets their attention. If you guys are interested in any of these 6 cents lures, these jig heads, or any other 6 cents product, I do have a discount code in the description you can use at checkout. It'll save you a little money. The other thing that's really cool about this style of fishing, and it only costs a couple bucks to have a really fun day of fishing. I mean, you can get a pack of small jig heads and grubs for like $2 and come out and wear these white bass out. Good one. Good one. Over by that log over there. That's got to be a white bass, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, he was in the top of the water column when I hooked him. Boom. We could definitely get a limit if we wanted to today, I think. There's no way I'm keeping that many fish. I keep catching them though. Look how high up this bank is. Huge cactuses up there, huge walls, this deep bend. It's crazy to think how long it would have taken for the amount of current we're having through here to erode down this far. I mean, we're talking hundreds and hundreds of years for this river to create itself this deep in this ravine. Ooh, check it out, check it out. Damn, that's what we ended up with this morning. Definitely no need to keep them all. We got about a dozen on the stringer, a couple of Gasper goo. That's plenty enough for me for a couple of good meals. We are going to start making our way out of here. The wind is picking up. It's a little chilly, so we're gonna make our way out. Appreciate you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.